Hi there, hope you're all doing well. This week I'm trying out a colour scheme for my Chaos Dwarf army. This is one of the Infernal Dwarf warriors from Titanfall's miniatures. He was black and white Zenithal primed, and I get started with Asmodeus red all over his clothing and the shield. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You could also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been working on. Next up, I grabbed Evil Eye Red and started adding a highlight to all of the red parts, just really leaving that darker tone in the recesses where there would be shadow. To finish up the red and make some of the areas really pop out that bit more, I added a final highlight of Fanatic Orange over the most prominent of edges. Since I had this out, I also base coated the lava on the base, so once I come to add in the yellow, there's a bit of variation. Now onto the black, I get started with Death Reaper over all of the leather parts and the detailing on the shield. The first highlight on the black gets done with Dungeon Stone Grey, mostly just around all of the edges. Finishing off the black, I went for a sharper highlight on just the very sharpest of points with Gravestone blue. To give the lava a bit of a glow effect, I went through the middle of all the patches with sun yellow. The orange is still a little wet as well, and this really just helps blend them together that bit more. Moving on to his skin, I went for Barbarian Brawn as the first layer. Now for the longest part of the mini, as with all Chaos models really, there's a stupid amount of trim on this one, and all of the trim and small details get done with rusty gold from AK Interactive. While all of the trim is drying, I grabbed pale grey and base coated his beard and hair. For the remaining metal parts, I went for plate armour on these. Adding a highlight to his skin now, I went over all of the raised parts with Dwarven skin. To quickly highlight his beard and dot in the eyes, I grabbed silver grey. This goes over the most prominent strands that actually show up on the sculpt. All of those jagged rocks here standing on get done with Scorched earth. Adding a small highlight to the weapons, I went over all of the blade edges with Mythril blade. Now onto the washes, I get started with Oblivion black wash over the chainmail and his hair. The next wash I think was a bit of a mistake, but I really wanted to try out this new paint. This wash is Hellion Red Wash and it's from Two Thin Coats. It has a bit of a purple tint to it though, almost like there's some blue pigment in here somewhere. The wash went over everything except for what's already been washed and it looks okay, but I think it looked better before the wash. With the wash now dry, the skin looks nothing like I actually want it to, so I grabbed Dwarven skin and added another highlight, just to bring up all of those raised parts again. I expected the wash to dull down the gold like most Two Thin Coats washes do. Just to make it stand out a bit more, make it look like it's got some shine, I brought up some of the most prominent areas with rusty gold again. Finally, just to make the weapon blades look a bit more silver, I went over the edges with Mythril blade. And that will be it for the Infernal Dwarf. Didn't quite turn out how I expected it to do, but I can still see an army of these marching across my table, so that's always a good start. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You could also join Discord using the link in the description, where you can share anything you have been working on. As always, if you want to take a closer look at this mini, check out my Instagram page. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Most importantly though, be kind to each other.